Have you ever spent the entire weekend lying in bed, staring at your ceiling, doing absolutely nothing? Physically demanding, but when Monday morning comes you feel completely and utterly exhausted? Your muscles are not tired. You did not run a marathon. You did not build a house. Yet you feel completely drained of all your life force. Why? You cannot focus. You cannot find the motivation to start simple tasks. And everything feels like climbing a mountain. This is because it is not your physical body that is tired. It is your brain. We are currently living through an invisible global epidemic of unseen burnout. You see, your brain is a biological machine, and it consumes massive amounts of energy every single time it processes new information. For hundreds of thousands of years, human brains evolved to process the slow, predictable pace of nature. A sunset, the sound of a river, a conversation by a fire. But today, you are forcing that exact same ancient brain to process a highly engineered digital war zone. When you are scrolling through endless short-form videos, reading polarizing news headlines, checking emails, and jumping from one social media app to another, your brain is running a marathon on a treadmill of cheap, synthetic dopamine. Every single notification, every flash of color, and every short video forces your brain to release chemicals, shift its focus, and process new hyper-stimulating data. You might be sitting perfectly still on your comfortable couch, but neurologically, you are sprinting at top speed. This constant, relentless overstimulation destroys your baseline attention span and drains your cognitive battery to absolute zero. By the time you actually need to do something important for your real life, like working on your personal goals, studying, or having a meaningful conversation with someone you love, you have absolutely nothing left to give. Your dopamine receptors are fried. You mistake this deep mental exhaustion for laziness. You start feeling intense guilt. You look in the mirror and call yourself unmotivated, undisciplined, and worthless. You compare yourself to the fake highlight reels of internet billionaires and wonder, what is wrong with me? But there is nothing wrong with your character. You are not lazy. You are just chronically overstimulated. Your brain has been hijacked by algorithms designed by thousands of engineers whose only job is to keep your eyes glued to a glowing rectangle. The cure for this unseen burnout is not getting more sleep. You can sleep for 12 hours and still wake up exhausted if your mind is fried. The cure is sensory deprivation. You have to actively learn how to be profoundly bored again. You need to starve your brain of the cheap dopamine it has become addicted to. You need to put the phone in another room, sit in a chair in absolute silence, and let your brain undergo a hard reset. At first, it will be terrifying. Your mind will panic, craving the distraction. But if you sit through that discomfort, your nervous system will begin to regulate. Your baseline dopamine levels will return to normal. Suddenly, reading a book will feel interesting again. Working on your goals will feel rewarding again. Stop drowning your mind in constant, meaningless digital noise. Protect your attention like it is your most valuable financial asset, because in the modern economy, it absolutely is. Your focus is the only thing keeping you from the life you actually want to build. The world wants you distracted, tired, and easily manipulated. To rebel against this, you must unplug, reset your dopamine, and take your mind back by force.